Welcome to Roanoke County Business Partners. Today's show features expanding companies in Roanoke County. These companies have chosen to expand here in the community to serve their customers better. Stay tuned as we feature Valley Bank, Audiotronics, and Berglund Automotive.
Volunteer firefighters save lives.
Do you have what it takes? Visit RoanokeCountyVA.gov/FRVolunteer.
Or call 540-777-8706 to become a volunteer today.
Welcome back. With me today is Connie Stanley, the Executive Vice President and Chief of Retail Banking for Valley Bank. Connie, welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Now, today's show is about business growth in Roanoke County, and we're here to showcase the Valley Bank at Bonsack. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of Valley Bank?
Yes, Valley Bank was founded in 1995 and has grown to $835 million, which is the largest community bank in our area.
Well, Valley Bank has a rich history in the Roanoke Valley, and you continue growing. This is the 9th branch for Valley Bank, I believe?
That's correct.
Now, we celebrated their grand opening in December, and this is a wonderful location here at the Kroger Square at Bonsack. So tell us a little bit about how you came to choose this location in the busy 460 corridor.
Several years ago, we actually bought the lot in 2008. Typically, when we're looking for a location, we do a variety of things. We get traffic counts to try to get an idea of the amount of traffic going by the branch location. One other thing that was very helpful for us is we looked at our own systems. We're able to go in and look at zip codes, and we realized very quickly that we already had a large number of customers that lived in this area, and we were continuing to hear from our existing customers, when are you coming to the Bonsack area? And so we felt like that was a great move for us, and so far working out very well.
Well, we think it's a great move, and we certainly were happy to celebrate that grand opening in November. And you know, with the busy 460 corridor, you guys, I'm sure, will stay busy at this branch location. Now, you cut a money ribbon during the event, I believe, and you donate it to a local charity. Tell us about that.
We do. Every time we open a new branch, which is a very exciting thing for us to do, we put together just a ribbon made out of actual currency, and then we have the ribbon cut, and after the ribbon has been cut, we donate the amount of currency to a local charity. And Sam Lineberger, who's one of our directors, had asked us to consider donating to the Military Family Support Center, and we thought that was just the ideal thing to do.
That's a wonderful idea, and I'm sure that a lot of organizations have benefited from Valley Bank's success and some of the ribbon cuttings that you've had.
They sure have.
Now, I want to talk about this facility. This project represents 3,600 square feet of new retail construction and over $2 million in investment. And I know you have an ATM drive-through lane here and a very welcoming customer lobby. Tell us what other features this building has.
One of the things that we did a little differently is we added an office suite that will either have long-term an investment person and maybe also a mortgage person. And it's completely independent of the branch because those lines of business typically need to have hours sometimes before and sometimes after typical banking hours. So it's a secure facility even though it's part of the main building.
Now, what does this new branch mean to Valley Financial overall?
Basically, one of the things we want most when we go to build a new branch location is we're looking for new customer relationships, and that really talks about deposits, which is what we need for the bank to continue to grow. And anytime that we have gone to a new area, we have found that we're just welcomed. So just welcome, you know, with open arms, and Bonsack was no different.
Well, and I also know that you created 6 new positions here at this branch, and I'd like to hear a little bit about those positions and other special services that can be expected here.
Sure. The positions that we created were within the bank because we were able to promote some people to this branch because we did want to be sure that we opened up with an experienced Valley Bank crew. We were fortunate to recruit and hire Christina Dodd, who's our branch manager, and Christina has over 20 years banking experience, lives in the area, used to work in the area, now works for us in the area, so she knows lots of people, and more importantly, there are a lot of people that know Christina.
Well, those relationships are very important to the community and to the banking community in general, because it really does help bond you to the customer. Now, in terms of working together, Roanoke County has been the beneficiary of a number of sponsorships that Valley Bank has participated in with our workshops. I think Greg Goldsmith, Steve Smith, and William Davis were great partners with Roanoke County in hosting these Virginia Department of Business Assistance workshops. And we really wanted to say thank you for all your support and for working with Roanoke County to host them. And we certainly are looking forward to future relationships and collaborations with Valley Bank. And do you have any thoughts on that in community service?
Sure. It's very important to us to be involved in our communities, because the things that we do, funding projects, funding businesses, whether it's a small business or a large business, helps our valley grow. And that's really at the heart of what we want to do. And we try, whether it's a consumer or whether it's a business person, we want to be there for all the stages of their life. So we want to deepen that relationship, and as they need additional services, we want to be there and make sure that we can educate them about what's available, and then it just helps everybody to succeed.
Well, we certainly appreciate your investment in Roanoke County. We appreciate your commitment as a business partner in our community. We look forward to working with you in the future, and thank you for being on our show today.
Well, thank you for letting us come today. I really appreciate it.
Do you have anything to add?
I would just like to also thank our customers and our employees. We wouldn't exist without either of them, as well as our directors and our stockholders. Those are the folks that we work for every day. And it's just been a blessing to come down here and have everyone be so thrilled that we were here. On our opening day, I think every other person that came in said, Valley Bank, you're finally here. And I would encourage anybody, if they might be interested, to look at Valley Bank. If you're not with Valley Bank yet, you might want to think about it. Come and see us.
Well, Connie, Valley Bank is a wonderful business. We thank you for being with us, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Enjoy a day at the beach without the drive at Splash Valley. Plunge down 2 3.5-story water slides, relax in the current river or pool deck, splash in our aquatic spray ground. Get wet and have fun at Splash Valley. Open daily through Labor Day.
Well, welcome to North County. We're on Williamson Road in Hollins Village at Audiotronics. And joining me now is Matt Hartberger. He is Vice President of Audiotronics. Matt, thanks for making the time. We appreciate you being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
I think I can't say anything else to start out our little chat together except, wow, this is beautiful. Y'all did a great job, you and your colleagues. This is just wonderful. And if our viewing audience doesn't know what I'm talking about a building that you bought and renovated, and now it's like the belle of the ball.
We spent a lot of time on it, that's for sure.
You sure did.
Yeah.
How did you decide that this was the location you wanted to be at?
We love this side of town, and we were successful over here. We just needed a larger facility to expand our warehouse, have more cardio installation space.
Yeah.
And we do very well having a boutique-style setting displays for our products.
Oh, sure.
And our other location that we had, it was more of a big box feel. It was full of glass, it was big high ceilings, and stuff was everywhere. It just didn't work well for us. The boutique style has always worked well for us, and has definitely worked well for us here.
Right. Well, we love it. We think it looks fabulous. It looks great from Williamson Road when someone drives by, and also it has a unique story with it, though, because you were just a few blocks down the road on Peters Creek, and you found this location. And how did you make that work, that you could leave that building? You and another Roanoke County business partner got together.
Right.
Yes.
Well, first team had moved next door to us.
Yeah.
And they liked what we had done with that building. I talked to David over there and said, I'm looking at a building down the street. Would you be interested in our building at all? And as luck would have it, he was looking to do something. We were looking to do something. We didn't do anything through realtors. It was just, face to face. Hey, can you do this? Can I do that? And
Yeah.
we worked it out. It was perfect.
I love that kind of collaboration because they already had Prestige Collection right there. So it was so easy for First Team to move Star City Tire and Battery in right there. I think David Dillon is very pleased. We're very pleased for them and extremely pleased for you with your new location, because I think all the neighbors around here, from what I've heard, the feedback I've been getting from the business community is wonderful too. So talk to us, give us a ballpark about your investment and how you decided to dedicate so much space to boutique, so much to warehouse. How did those decisions come about?
We spent a lot of time and effort on design. We've built 2 or 3 stores now, and over time we've been very successful doing certain things. So we took this big building, 9,000 square feet, and divided it up based on what our needs was. We needed roughly 2,000 square feet in showroom space. We needed about 1,000 or 1,500 square feet in office and Apple service space. We knew we wanted 2,500 to 3,000 square feet of car installation space. And the main thing we really needed was about a 3,000 square foot warehouse. Now that we've got stores at 2 in Roanoke now and 1 in Blacksburg, we needed a warehouse hub so we could shuffle all this stuff from point A to point B. So we didn't have that down the street, and that was one of the main things we were looking for, was warehouse space and service space for Apple. So this store kind of gave us that, and once we came in and completely gutted it out from front to back, it was pretty simple. Okay, front half, second half, third, split up that way. But we invested about $100,000 in remodeling the store, and I think it shows well. It definitely
and
shows.
the facade is fabulous too. And I guess this is the point where I say thank you, thank you, thank you for choosing Roanoke County 3 times, because you started in 1975 over on Ogden. And I've always been impressed that you chose the name Audiotronics, because that was very forward thinking. That name has served you well over several decades.
I can't take claim for that, but the gentleman that did come up with that name, it's been a very good name.
Great idea. It attracted me in the 80s, like I told you, I bought my first system. Well, my brother bought me a system from y'all. And then 2009, you came to North County. Once again, you chose the county, and we thank you. Then you went to Blacksburg 2012, right?
Right.
And then you decided on another location in North County in 2013. So we love it that you're such a loyal business partner, and we thank you for that and all.
Thank you.
And I think one of the things that I got so tickled about on your website, because I was reading about your history, was if you've got a coffee table full of remotes, come see us. We can get it all on one.
One remote, right.
And then I think you said you could adjust the lights and not the temperature. Maybe it was the music. Oh, you can do temperature too. All right.
Temperature, music, yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of your products then. And the one that I want to talk about the most is Origo. So could we go to the other side of the shop and
go to the car room.
maybe look at some of your, what'd you call it? What room?
The car audio room.
The car audio room. Okay, that's where we're going to go then, all right? Okay, now tell me again, Matt, what room are we in?
We are in the car audio or mobile entertainment room.
Okay, great. Let's start with Origo. Tell me about that. I mean, I've had the pleasure of working with Clay Skelton, and he's a local entrepreneur. He works with all local businesses, and the two of you got together and collaborated. And tell us about that.
We hit it off well. I had heard about Origo on the local news and in a newspaper and on Facebook, and I'm not sure how it came about. One day, Clay showed up in my office and said, "Hey, I'm Clay Skelton from Origo, and I'd like to talk to you about possibly doing our installations." And I said, "No problem, let's talk."
Yeah.
So basically, we sit down, put our heads together. We wanted to do a slow rollout where we do it in one store, made sure everybody was understood, that, trained and everything was proper. And then we've rolled it out to all of our locations now. So
good.
we install Origo at all 3 locations, and the ones that he sells online across country are different things. We've installed Origo on different types of cars, tractor trailers, all kinds of things. So the main thing I liked about Origo was, number 1, is a Roanoke business.
Yes.
Number 2, it's all made locally. And number 3, it's a safety product. And, our business, in the car audio business, we've had a bad rep for many years of, well, you're the guys that are loud, or the trunks are buzzing, and this and that and the other, and you get tickets. And our business has not ever really been that model. We've always been a repair, replace, and technology is really what drives our side of the mobile installation business. So Orgo fit perfect. It was a safety product. It's a great product. It's built well.
Yes.
It's easy to use. It's fairly easy to install once you've been trained properly.
Of course, and I think
So-
probably we should stop right now just to orient or update or remind our viewing audience that this is Orgo right here.
Correct.
And it is installed on the dash.
Correct.
And the car will not start unless you drop your smartphone into the, what would you call it?
Cradle.
The cradle.
Right.
And everything. And if you remove it while you're driving, then your car's not going to operate when you cut it
Well,
off.
when if you remove it while driving, you'll get a buzzing sound, and you'll immediately want to put it back in there.
Right.
Once you have removed it and you get a buzzing sound, the next time you try to start your vehicle, it will not allow you to start it. You'll have to call your parent or whoever the boss was that told you had to put that in your vehicle to give you a one-time use code, and then you can get home or whatever you need to do. So it's a
Exactly.
great product to keep people from texting and driving.
And that's really where we want to go because there's been too many wrecks.
There's a lot of wrecks, and if you go down 581, it's 9 out of 10 people are.
It's frightening. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
And so we highly support this, and we're thrilled that two Roanoke County businesses can get together, work together, and have a win-win situation.
Yep.
It's fabulous.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, well, tell us about the rest of your product line. You started out with audio, right?
Right.
I mean, just
Way back when, we started out with just cartridges and needles for turntables, and that was it. You could put everything you needed on one table. So now we need
Exactly.
a fairly large facility to show all the little widgets and gadgets that we have. So
your product areas are?
we specialize in car audio and mobile entertainment, home audio and video, so thin televisions, big televisions, projectors, theater rooms, 2-channel audio. That's been something that we've been strong with for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
We've added in Apple computer sales and service into our mix.
Oh, I want to stop you right here because
Okay.
I just met with the CIO of Hollins University, Carol Reed. She was talking about how thrilled the university was to have Audiotronics so close for the students and their
Right.
Macs. So you work on Apple.
We do. We service Apple in all 3 locations, both Roanoke locations and Blacksburg. One of the big reasons we came to this building was so we could build that Apple service department in this location and service this side of Roanoke County. It doesn't seem like that very far apart, but from Tanglewood to here,
It's time consuming.
It's
If you don't have a
time-consuming.
car, it might as well be at Mars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so are you the only one that does Apple service?
I believe we're the only ones that do in-house Apple service in Roanoke and New River Valleys.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, great. We're happy for that. I mean, every time you do something unique like that and you renovate your building, you raise our profile, and we thank you for that.
Well, we appreciate it.
So, did we cover all the areas for your product lines? Because there's so many.
It is.
Clay,
It's
I said
huge.
Clay, excuse me. Matt, I can't tell. I
Right.
mean, if we've covered everything, because it seems like you're always getting something new, like we just passed little bitty tiny mini speakers out
Right.
there that I didn't even know about.
We try to, we build our business based on what our customers ask for.
Right.
So if our customers ask for wireless solutions for their computer or wireless solutions for their home, we try to go out and facilitate that.
Yeah.
We've been that way for years, and we grew from, like I said, cartridges and needles to what we are today, which is all customer-driven products. That's what they want. That's what we provide. So.
And you do it well. Well, you just got back from Vegas. I mean, just a few days ago, you'd been at the Consumer Electronics Show. And give us a little hint about why that's important for Audiotronics to have a profile there.
It's huge for us. It helps keep us diverse and up to date with new technology.
Sure.
For instance, I had an email from a client asking me about blind spot detection system for their vehicle. Well, we weren't currently in that, or had never even went down that avenue of, is this something we can do? So we went out there. That was one of our check-off items. I want to see if this is available, something we can do aftermarket. And it looks like, maybe mid-year I'll be able to provide that solution for her. But we go to CES to find these new technologies. Like, for instance, this year, the big draw in televisions was curved. We spent 40 plus years to get around the curved TV tube style to get
Convex.
flat, and now we're going to concave.
I know, that
But
is so weird.
Once you see it, it is phenomenal. I mean, it really looks good. It takes away a lot of the glare. It immerses you a little bit more in the television. It makes it appear larger. It's really cool. And once you've seen it, you've got to have it. So I can't wait for those to show up. The wireless technology part of our business is crazy. So everything you see at CES is all about how do I get my phone to work with something without plugging it in.
Right.
So customers want to go from their car listening to Pandora or whatever streaming music. They want to go from the car into their office or home and never touch their phone, but their music just happens to come on all the time. We provide solutions for that, from the car to the home to the office.
Well, that's what it's all about, right? Making electronics make your life more easier, or add those little extras and those luxuries.
Right.
And we thank you for doing all of that, Matt, and we thank you for this
thank you.
investment. We thank you for choosing us 3 times. We thank you for the jobs you offer, and we thank you for working with other Roanoke County businesses. So keep up the good work, and we're going to say bye now to our viewing audience, but I think you and I should go back outside and look at the facade so I can brag on you a little bit more, okay? Matt, is this an optical illusion, or is the front of the facade slightly turned? It's not, it looks like it's a little bit
It may
turned.
lean towards the Plantation Road area intersection a little bit.
Because you can see it so well when you come up the street.
Yep.
And I didn't know if that was an optical illusion
Nope.
or if the building was actually set that way.
It's actually, the whole building is actually turned a little bit that way, and I think that is based on the original plat of land that this building was built on.
Probably so, yeah.
So that's why it turns a little bit. We actuate, we accentuated that a little bit, maybe,
Yeah.
with the colors that we used and the paint scheme, so it looks a little bit more than it is.
And it looks even better at night than it does during the day,
It looks
doesn't it?
phenomenal at night.
I
yeah.
mean, you really have a great view shed. I mean, people cannot pass this building without seeing it. How'd you choose the color scheme?
An interior designer.
Really?
Yep, my wife is an interior designer and corporate interior designer. We've
So
used
it's a
her for
family
years.
affair
Oh,
there.
yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. We've used her for years, and she's done a great job for us, and she has a great eye for making things
Yes, she does.
tie together and look great at night or during the day. There's a lot of buildings that we've looked at that either look closed at night
Right.
or different things like that. But with just a color scheme that we changed on the front of this building, it made a huge improvement. It made it look
It
a
sure
lot
did.
bigger than it did before, because it was 2 or 3 different colors before. So one blanket color with a little bit darker tone at the bottom and lighter at the top.
And the
Made it appear
design,
as bigger.
it
Yeah.
all did it. And at the risk of sounding so redundant, thank you. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Looking for a great place to shop outdoors? Come to the Vinton Farmers Market, located at 204 West Lee Avenue, behind the Vinton Post Office. Open Thursday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Vinton Farmers Market offers fresh and local produce, jams and jellies, baked goods, crafts, and more. Vendor space is available. For more information, contact Mary Beth Lehman at 983-0613 or email at mblayman@vintonva.gov.
Welcome back. With me today is William Farrell, president of Berglund Automotive Group. William, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for coming to see us this morning, Jill.
Now, Berglund has been growing in the Valley for many, many years now, and you operate a
Right.
successful group of dealerships here. And you just recently purchased 2 new dealerships in the area, and you're expanding your luxury brands. Can you
Right.
tell us about that?
Right. Well, we recently purchased the 2 Crossroads locations, the one we're in today here in Roanoke and the one in Lynchburg this year. And we were very excited when we found that those 2 opportunities were available, and we felt it was a great way to round out our offerings to our customers.
Well, this dealership is beautiful, and we're so happy that you're expanding in Roanoke County. And I just wanted to tell our viewers about your growth here and what can they expect from this new dealership.
Well, the dealership we're sitting in today is the brand new Infinity dealership. We're proud to be here today. As far as what folks can expect from the new dealerships, the new acquisitions, when the luxury brands is the first time we've offered luxury brands, we want to offer the same level of service and increase that from what we offered at other locations. We have increased the inventory levels. We've got all new loaner car available. We have, if you come and shop at our new luxury locations and you've been shopping with us for quite a few years, you'd recognize a lot of employees. We've moved a lot of long-term managers to our new locations to help out to ensure we provide the same level of service as we do at our other locations.
So you're expanding with 7 luxury brands, I believe it is. Can you tell our viewers what brands they are?
Right. We're excited now to be offering Mercedes and BMW, Lincoln, Volvo, Infiniti, Land Rover, and Jaguar.
Now, tell us what's happening in the luxury brand market, and is there an increasing demand for luxury cars?
Well, there seems to be. The luxury brands are always have new offerings all the time at different price points. The exciting news last year was Mercedes outsold BMW for the first time in several years. Mercedes sales really stepped up last year with the addition of the all-new CLA, which is about a $30,000 price point Mercedes, which is an exciting car to look at and drive. And also BMW has a lot of new offerings also with the new X5, the new 4 Series, Land Rover. It's got some great product with the all-new Sport and full-size Land Rover. And they're actually quite hard to get. I mean, it's a supply and demand issue there.
Well, they're certainly popular vehicles, and we see your cars all over the road.
Well, thank you.
I'm a proud owner myself.
Well, great. Well, thanks for your business.
So, Berglund, tell me about the family of Berglund Automotive Group. And you've been in the Valley for 40 years.
Right.
Tell us about the growth of your company.
Right. We've been in the Valley for 44 years. It's a family-owned and operated business. My family and I, we've expanded quite a bit the last few years. We have 10 locations through Central and Southwest Virginia. Offering roughly 25 brands. We believe in giving great sales and service, trying to give excellent sales and service all the time to make the buying and servicing experiences the best it can be, and then to give them back to the communities in which our employees live and work in.
Now, you purchased this facility in December, right?
Yeah, November.
Mm-hmm. And you're obviously continuing to grow throughout the Valley, and certainly
Right.
in Roanoke County. We appreciate your business, and
Well,
we're
thank
glad
you.
that you continue growing. And
We're happy to be here.
I'd like to thank you for that. Can you explain what's happening here and what your plans are for the growth at this location?
Well, this particular location, we bought it the first of November, so we've added a larger selection of vehicles. We have in our lower building where the Porsche building used to be and Infiniti was during the building of this building, we have an all-new luxury used car facility. So we're excited about that. We have a vast array of luxury used cars available to all of our customers. We have just increased all of our loaner cars. We've added lots of new loaner cars. If you bring a new car in here for service, you'll have more loaner cars to choose from, and should decrease the wait time. But our main goal here is just giving luxury service to our luxury customers. And what that means, it changes every day. So we just want to do whatever the customer needs us to do.
So, William, you've been in the Valley for over 40 years. Tell us about the history of Berglund Automotive Group in Roanoke Valley.
Right. Well, the Berglund Automotive Group has been in the Roanoke Valley for 44 years. We're excited to be here. We're family owned and operated here locally. My family and I believe in giving great customer service on the sales side and the service side, and make it the best ownership experience our customers can have. We're excited to have many employees in the Valley where they live and work. We try to give back to the community, try to focus on education, and giving back to the communities where our employees work and live. But our main goal for our family is just to make sure that we're providing excellent sales and service to all of our customers and make it as trouble-free of automotive ownership experience as possible.
William, is there anything you would like to add for our viewers?
Well, we're excited to be here. We're excited to be offering the luxury brands in our portfolio. It really does help round out what we have offerings. We offer most domestic and import brands now, and this is our first time offering luxury, so we really have a great portfolio for our customers, and our employees are excited about it. I'm excited about it, and we're just going to try to do the best we can to provide everybody what they need.
We're excited about it too, William, and I want to thank you for being on our show today and for continuing to grow here in the county.
Well, thank you so much, Jill. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure having you.
Pleasure meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Looking for a career where each day brings the chance to learn or experience something new? Want to work in a team environment? Or have you always wanted to give back to the community? Consider a career in law enforcement. The Roanoke County Police Department offers great benefits including life, health, and dental insurance, Virginia State retirement, and full pay while in the training academy. The Roanoke County Police Department is currently accepting applications, so take the next step to becoming the newest member of the Roanoke County Police Department. For more information, call or visit our website.
Thank you for joining us on our show today. If your company would like for us to feature you on Roanoke County Business Partners, please contact 772-2185. Thank you for joining us.